Hi guys, this is about Bresenham's line drawing algorithm program. So we'll be starting up with the four parameters x1, y1, x2, y2, which are required to represent the endpoints of the line. Then these are the functions we will be using in our program. The main program is designed to receive the two endpoints of a line, and our regular statements to indicate how many buffers are used and which buffers are used. Since it is just a two-dimensional line drawing output we are intending to get, we have a single buffer and RGB if we intend to have colors. Window size is set as 500 cross 500 and window position is at 0, 0, and the title of the window is Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, and the display function will be called to display the line. Here resize function is used for resizing the display on the window depending upon the window dimensions. The display function first calculates the slope, that is m equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. And after obtaining the value of m, if m is greater than or equal to 1, we will be calling for GE1 function defined to draw the line. Otherwise, we will be calling for L1, which is representing slope less than 1 function. So in these cases, the standard algorithm defined for Bresenham's line drawing algorithm will make use of a positive slope, and the program states the need to draw the line for any type of a slope. So in this case, there may be a slope greater than or equal to 1, or there may be a slope which is less than 1. And depending upon the rule of slope value, the slope value will be within 1 max value of slope. So in this case, if it is less than 1, we will be checking whether it is negative or positive. Every time we check, even if it is greater than or equal to 1, we are going to check the value of the slope and then decide which is the decision parameter to be taken for the next step. So we define these in the program statements. If we go for L1 function, this is same as what is given in the general algorithm. As usual, we should be ready with the differences, that is dx and dy. The decision parameter, initial decision parameter, which is 2dy minus dx, and two other parameters required for further decision parameter updation, that is 2dy and 2dy minus dx. In this case, first we'll be checking whether the input is given in left to right direction, and we will be checking whether the first x value is greater than the second x value. If it is, then we are going to set the second value as the first point for drawing the line, according to which the current xy value will be set up with x end and y end, and x end is equal to x naught to indicate where we have to stop the processing of line draw. Otherwise, if the line input is given, that is point inputs, vertices inputs are given in left to right direction, then x and y can be as usual x naught and y naught. As a first step, we'll be setting up x and y, which is the first point of the line. Then until we reach to the maximum value of x, that is x end, we keep on incrementing the value of x and perform these functions, which is we are going to check the value of p according to the algorithm. If the p value is less than 0, that is if it is negative, we will be incrementing it with 2 dy value. Otherwise, means if it is positive, we are next going to check what is the value of the slope. If the value of the slope is negative, then it means that we are decrementing the y value. If the value of the slope is positive, then we are supposed to increment the y value. So depending upon the value of m, will be either decrementing or incrementing the value of y, and will be updating the value of p, that is decision parameter, as 2 dy minus dx. And then every step we are going to set a pixel xy which has been calculated in the latest steps. The same procedure happens with respect to the slope greater than or equal to 1. This is an opposite case. This is a case where we increment the y value for every loop step and decide whether to increment the x value or not. The L1 function was to increment x value in every loop step and decide whether to decrement or increment the y value. Now, GE1 function performs the opposite function of it. This is in case where it is sure that the line is incrementing the y value, but it has to decide whether to increment or decrement the x value. So same way we will be having the parameters dx and dy, and the three parameters are now flipped. P equal to 2 dx minus dy. For L1 it is 2 dy minus dx, for GE1 it is 2 dx minus dy. Everything is opposite now. In the place of dx we are putting dy, and in the place of dy we are putting dx. After these terms are ready, now we are supposed to know where to end. As in the previous case, we knew that we are incrementing along the x-axis. In the same way, here we know we are supposed to increment in the terms of y-axis. So we start with the minimum value of y and end at the maximum value of y. So for that sake, we are supposed to check whether the points are given in bottom to top direction. If it is not given, we are supposed to set the first point as the second vertex that has been given for the line, and the last step to be assigned with the first y value to indicate the end of the step. Otherwise we can let it be as it is. First step will be setting the pixel xy. Then until we reach to the maximum value of y, we are going to perform the similar task but in opposite direction. We are going to increment y-axis value, y vertex value at every step, but we are going to check p value in order to increment or decrement the x value. So in this case, if p is less than 0, p is incremented with 2 dx, and if it is not, we are going to check whether we have got the slope value less than 0. If it is less than 0, it means that we are going to decrement the x value. If it is not, we are going to increment the x value, and wherever we are changing the x value, we have the increment to p to be done as 2 dx minus dy, and then set that particular pixel. So the set pixel function is a general graphic function which is just going to draw the GL points. The GL point symbolic constant represents that we are highlighting the pixel. So whatever value we are passing through the set pixel function, that is x and y, those will be acting as an input for GL points, and that vertex will be highlighted on the output. So in this way we will be able to cover up all the types of lines with all the types of slopes available.